Going on, everybody? It's Falcons Daily. We are back again. I'm CG, Craig Green, your host. Thanks again for tuning in. Appreciate all of y'all chiming in each and every day that we are here with you. We are going to continue to take a look around some of the more important topics surrounding the Dirty Birds. The hottest topic right now, of course, is the kicker right now. Who would have thought that the Atlanta Falcons hot topics would not be Michael Penix Jr., his ascension, Kirk Cousins, are we going to trade him? Bijan Robinson looking awesome. The defense, the rookies are shining. No, it's the kicker, the kicking situation. Again, it's been something that's been a real hot button topic around Falcons family, even in the comments from yesterday's show, and we'll get into that in a little bit later. But Parker Romo appears to have won the kicker job, and he is going to be a Falcons kicker. Looks like at least going up here towards the Carolina Panthers game this Sunday. Raheem Morris himself said about a 90% chance during his press conference the other day. And the exact quote from Raheem was, "There's about a 90% chance that Romo is our kicker for next week. There's no doubt about that. I wouldn't even sit here and act like it's an open competition because the guy just went 5 for 5. You want to see it again. You want to see it in a different atmosphere. You want to see all those things. He did a heck of a job, and I want him to go out there and do it again." He did. He did a good job on Sunday night. He made all of his kicks. Of course, kickers that's what they want you to do: make your kicks and just keep going about your business. So we will see Parker Romo one more time. For the record, I don't really care who the kicker is, as long as they're doing whatever. But I think the thumb in the nose at Younghoe Koo is just, is kind of like a little forgetful as to what he did do for the team. Again, in the comments from yesterday, lots of folks trying to criticize me for defending Koo, but just trying to keep it real. I mean, when does the kicker come on the field, y'all? When does John Parker Romo come on the field? He came on the field because the offense couldn't get it done in the red zone. That's why. That's why he's on the field. And if he misses his kick, he gets one opportunity to get it right. The Falcons offense had multiple plays to get into the end zone. They couldn't do it. And even to go back to the Tampa Bay game, why was Younghoe Koo on the field to kick a 44-yard field goal in the first place? Because the defense gave up a touchdown they shouldn't have given up in the final minute of that game, and the offense couldn't put the ball into the end zone against the Buccaneers on that final drive too. You mean to tell me they're not going to try to get a touchdown? They're going to try to play just for 3? They had the time. They just mismanaged it. But anyway, Parker Romo is going to be the guy this Sunday at Bank of America Stadium against the Panthers. Hey, we'll see 39 out there one more time. If he bangs home a few more, great. If he misses 1 or 2, I'm sure all of you be here in the comments defending him, saying, "Well, he just did this," and or you'll be trying to run him out of town like most people do anytime a Falcon player has a bad game. Just want to run him out of town as if it's fantasy football. But right now, we have no kicker competition. Younghoe Koo clearly is PK2, I guess. No indication on whether he's going to be cut, or any of that. I absolutely doubt he's going to be traded. I think he will end up just sitting on the bench or being inactive for the rest of the games until the Falcons can figure out what to do with his contract, his salary, and any kind of hit they take from cutting him loose early. But that's what the signs seem to be pointing towards. That looks like the writing on the wall right now. Or is it just going to be a situation where Raheem picks and chooses a kicker each week? Whichever kicker he's not pissed off at, he's going to put them on the plane to the next away game or what have you. But it doesn't. To me, I know they're trying to breed competition, and they want excellence at all positions. But I think settling on one and letting that one player focus on doing their job for the remainder of the season without having the pressure of hey, if I make a mistake, that's the last kick I'm ever going to make in the NFL. I mean, folks, let's remember something, okay? Parker Romo was a free agent for a reason because there's 32 of these jobs in the NFL, and at the time he was not considered to be one of the 32 best kickers in football. He got an opportunity because Koo was struggling. Because Koo, yeah, he went on injured reserve last year for the hip injury. I truly believe he was out there trying to kick hurt. The Falcons did not want to. They realized how important Koo was to them last year, and didn't react quicker. Remember, that's something Raheem Morris himself said in the offseason. Identifying problems and working on solving them faster is one of his biggest weaknesses. So perhaps that was one of them. Letting Koo continuously go out there, knowing he was hurt, and putting him out there in harm's way. I mean, he did miss 3 kicks against the Saints. Only they know if Koo is healthy for that game. Remember, it's the same game that Kirk Cousins got hurt as well. So, but all that being said, John Parker Romo is the kicker. Happy he's there. Again, whoever makes the kicks, great. Whoever the kicker is, great. Just bang him through the pipes, and all is well. But let's not forget, what number 6 did for Atlanta while he's been in town. It's kind of disheartening to see people just kind of chuck him in the trash like he was a nobody. Potential teams we could see Kirk Cousins maybe waive his no trade clause for. We're looking around the NFL right now. You see injuries to Jaden Daniels. You see injuries to Joe Burrow. That's the big one. San Francisco, Brock Purdy. We talked about that the other day. Also, New York Jets, Justin Fields is also injured right now. So, and also another one, J.J. McCarthy, after the Falcons game, has got a knee ailment. So right now we're looking at 3-4 starting quarterbacks who are currently not going to be playing in Week 3 or in danger of missing Week 3. And does this present an opportunity for Kirk Cousins to waive his no trade clause? Slim to none. Slim to none. The only one that has a significant injury to where that quarterback will be out for a long time is the Bengals, Joe Burrow. He is going to be out with a gnarly turf toe condition where he had to have surgery. So he's going to be out for the foreseeable future, at least 3 months. They plan on him coming back before the end of the season. But, if you're the Bengals, I guess you got to ask yourself, first of all, if we wanted Kirk Cousins, do we have the money for it? Second of all, would we rather have Kirk Cousins, or would we rather have the backup for Joe Burrow over him instead? Backup is escaping my name right now, but anyway, it could be a situation for Kirk to say, maybe they can make a call to the Bengals and say, I'd like to throw the ball to Jamar Chase. I'd like to throw the ball to T. Higgins. I wouldn't mind having those guys, Chase Brown, in the backfield for me. So who knows? The Bengals did sign Sean Clifford. They signed Mike White to their practice squad. So they do have some backup quarterbacks in there to get them through. But again, would you rather have those guys, or would you rather have Kirk Cousins? I guess you got to answer that question. I mean, Jake Browning will be the quarterback for the Bengals until Burrow comes back. But why not Cincinnati? That'd be a good one. I mean, heck, even right now, what about Minnesota? You think Kirk Cousins? I think if he knew the Vikings would put an offer together for him, I think you go back to Minnesota in a heartbeat. Especially with McCarthy now down for at least a week, maybe 2, and McCarthy really struggling. Honestly, I mean, he got NFC Offensive Player of the Week or whatever in the first game because of a fourth quarter, not because of the entirety of a game. And you saw the Falcons, I don't want to say expose J.J. McCarthy, but he didn't look ready for prime time, that's for certain, against the Falcons on Sunday night. So, number one, I would say, would be Cincinnati just because of the length of the injury to Joe Burrow. Number 2, Minnesota would be another option. Number 3, I would even say, I mean, and only if this were to continue to be an issue for them at the quarterback position, I would say Washington because, um, you know, again, Kirk wants to start. He wants to be a starter, a contributing starter in the league. He has the talent, has the skills, and apparently he's healthy now. Got rave reviews in camp. But again, being the king of spring and the camp champ, doesn't get you all the things in the world that you need. But it's a place to start for Kirk. And again, we'll find out exactly what happens going forward. But I think Kirk is going to be on the Falcons really until they find a trade partner willing to compensate them for what they paid Kirk, which is a ton of money. Bijan Robinson is off to a really good start so far this season. He had 100 yards receiving against the Buccaneers, 100 yards rushing against the Minnesota Vikings. And honestly, I think he's got a chance. If he went like 100 yards receiving, rushing back and forth every game like that, he'd have a chance to get 1,000 yards in both, which would be a crazy season, I think. 2,000 yards, that'd be 2,000 yards the hard way, if you ask me. Doing it both receiving and rushing. I mean, he fell just shy of it last year, about 100 and, I don't know, 50-ish yards or so shy of 2,000 receiving and rushing. But Bijan is that special. He's that kind of player to where you can put him in the backfield in your single back set, your pistol set, your shotgun set on either side. I mean, you could put him out as in a slot as a wide receiver. I mean, Bijan Robinson is a special player. He can do a lot of different things. So, um, you know, I don't know how the Falcons plan on using him this season. I'm sure just in terms of just being a weapon all over the field, that is his best. That's what he does best. Just getting in space, making people miss, and then just hopefully taking it to the house. I mean, he almost broke one on Sunday night. I want to say the first or second play of the game. He almost broke one there as well. So, could he be the first 2,000-yard guy for the Falcons? He's on his way, but I think he's going to have a couple more really good games like he had against Tampa Bay and against Minnesota. Ironically, two former NFC Central foes, Tampa Bay and Minnesota. But again, I think it's going to for Bijan, just got to keep doing what you're doing, and those good moments will come. Stay healthy. And we'll see, a whole lot more out of number 7, I think. Going into the comments, y'all. Again, remember we talked about there was a lot of passionate, emotionate, and some vitriol in the comments about Young Wei Koo, and me bringing up, hey, yeah, it is a what have you done for me lately league, but don't forget about the contributions of people and how you got to where you were. They talk about like you ever some of you may be hip hop fans out there. They always talk about never forgetting where you came from and keeping it real and all these other things and with your origins and all of that. And that's why I brought up the things about Koo. Hey, this is what he has done for the Falcons. This is, again, there were games we won that we shouldn't have won, with the exception of the fact that Koo came in and banged home some kicks. So we talked about his prowess for game-winning kicks. I think he's 11 of 17 in his career, but before he missed the one against the Buccaneers, he was 7 of 7 going for that one. But he's got plenty of game winners for the Falcons. Again, last year against the Saints, 58 yards, 51-yarder against the Bucks, and that was in week 14 of 2023, beating the Houston Texans as well. He kicked 3 game-winning field goals during 2021. So, Let's go to some of those comments real quick, okay? We'll take a look here. Koo couldn't be consistent. He cost us a lot of games. Get over it. People get replaced all the time. I wouldn't say he cost us a lot of games. He cost us the most memorable games that we can remember are 2 of them. One of them against the Saints, where he missed 3 kicks. One of them was blocked. That's one where that keeps getting brought up. And again, the Tampa Bay game. So, again, why is the kicker out there? Because the offense can't get it done. That's why. But he's just a healthy scratch. Koo is going to just be kind of hanging out, chilling, and no competition. So right now, he's basically waiting for them to call his name, call his number. But also, I mean, this would be the time for Koo to either, just, again, I would love to know, is Koo still injured? You know what I mean? Is this why they're making that move? But only they know. They say he's a healthy scratch. We'll see. I mean, I just can't believe that they would do all of this after missing 1 kick in a game. That's why I'm kind of curious to really know what's going on with Koo. But anyway, he made, with Koo last year, he went on injured reserve. He made 73.5% of his field goals. In 2017, his worst year was his worst year ever. He made just 50% of his kicks with the Chargers. That's how he ended up on the street. The Falcons gave him a chance. He lit it up. So I think the Falcons are hoping to catch lightning in a bottle with Parker Romo the same way they did with Koo. We will see, but Romo's experience is limited. 4 regular season games. That was it up until he kicked with the Falcons. All those games were with the Vikings. He was 11 of 12. And again, even he didn't make all of his kicks. He missed one, right? So it happens. And Parker Romo just literally competed for the Patriots kicking job and lost. So, we lost out to Andy Borregales. So we will see, how it goes for Parker Romo. Good luck to him. We need a reliable kicker. That's absolutely for certain. Whether it's Koo or Parker Romo or Lenny Krieg or whoever. Let's see. Special teams were really good on kickoffs and punt returns. Also, can't wait to see if we can build on this win next Sunday. They came from Jeff Holton, 1225. I thought so too. One thing I've been noticing, one thing I noticed is in the Tampa Bay game, special teams was not that great. Not just kicking the ball, but tackling as well. I feel like the Falcons did a much better job on kickoffs, bringing guys down. And yeah, of course, it helps when your kicker makes all 5 of 5. That's all part of special teams too. So, agreed. Let's see. Terrence Smith, 7158. Asante Samuel Jr. and Stephon Gilmore, 2 promising selections we could get. Again, Asante Samuel Jr., a big injury history. He's got like a chronic shoulder condition, I believe. Stephon Gilmore just really long in the tooth. But, would the Falcons take a chance on them? Who knows? I was just looking around at the free agent market and seeing who was there. We don't have a whole lot of draft capital to make trades right now. We don't have a lot of cash on hand. So I think, that's why I just brought those players up. Also, real quick, let's see here. Stop trying to shoot bail to Koo. Y'all act like he's Matt Bryant or something. We let Matt Bryant go a year after he missed only 1 field goal, then brought him back and cut him a few months later after he missed 5. So what makes Koo so special? He's not exempt. Well, nobody's exempt. The NFL is a what have you done for me lately league. And as Jerry Glanville said, it stands for not for long, if you're not performing or doing what you need to do. But Matt Bryant missed more than 1 kick. He was getting a little old in the tooth as well. Matt Bryant was well into his 40s, okay? Eventually, we're going to move on from him. Younghoe Koo is not close to his 40s. I think he's just turned 30, if I'm not mistaken. So he's still a young man. But struggling right now, clearly struggling, and the Falcons are in a win now mode, so they're making this decision. When it comes to, again, defending Younghoe Koo, it's again more defending what he's done for the Falcons, not him in and of itself. Again, bro, you missed the kicks, you got to sit down. That's just how it goes. But let's not discount what he has done for Atlanta in the games that he's helped us win or helped us stay in by making kicks, because all of our favorite players on offense couldn't get it done. And we continue to forget that we have a really cruddy defense that gives it up time in and time out. This year, we'll see. Not so much on Sunday night. The defense balled out. Only allowed 6 points the entire game. But again, Parker Romo kicked 5 field goals wide. Was that part of the game plan? No, it was not. All right, everybody, we will be back again tomorrow with more Falcons Daily. It is really good to chop it up with all of you here. No matter whether we agree or disagree on things, one thing we all do agree on is that we are passionate about Falcons football. We want to see the Falcons win week after week after week. I know some of us really don't care who's on the field when that happens. I am one of those people, but we do have our favorites, and we do get sentimental and have attachments to some of the players. But again, at the end of the day, my sentimental attachment is all to all of you, my Falcons family, more than anything else. So, Brent, appreciate y'all checking us out day in, day out. We'll be back again tomorrow. Make sure you get Fan Archcola follow in the top left corner up here, FANARCHCO. And I'm at Craig G Sports, CRAIG, the letter G, and the word sports. We'll be back tomorrow with more Falcons Daily. Until then, sayonara and buenos noches.